Yo guys, what's going on? I know I haven't did an unboxing for it, but I'm just gonna do a straight up review because I've already taken it out the box. And I got this probably about a couple of days ago, and I've been playing it probably the last few days. The HORI, I believe it's the Fighting Alpha, the Tekken 8 edition. Actually found this on eBay for around about $165. The guy sold it to me. He said basically he lightly used it, and from the way he packaged it, you could tell, yeah, he barely used the thing because he still had all the original packaging and pretty much put it all back in the original packaging before he sent it to me. So let's go ahead and get into this review. Here it is, guys, out the box. The HORI Alpha Tekken 8 edition. Of course, got the nice little grip handles right here, so when you're at tournaments you can pretty much just handle it like that. Nice rubber padding, so when you're on your lap it's not really moving too much. It's pretty stable from when I played it. Headphone jack right there, if you can see it. Open it up, this is the one thing I kind of didn't like too much, that it does the reverse of the other one. That's it. And when you close it, it's right there. But one of the things I really didn't like about this stick is the fact that, like I said, if you can see it, like, I don't like the fact that the wiring, that the cable for this stick is so close to the button wiring and the harness and everything for the main lever. I don't particularly like that. That's probably my only biggest problem with this one. But of course, since HORI basically has started making fight sticks, I think more recently they've come up with their own lever and their own buttons. I've used the HORI lever before. It's actually pretty good. Now these I've never used before. These are the HORI Hayabusas, and honestly, from the last couple of days of playing it, and of course I'm gonna have some matches playing in the background for you guys, but playing on these the last couple of days, these buttons actually feel more responsive than the Samurai. I guess because they're lower profile, because I believe they're smaller, so they actuate a lot faster. But overall, like, to me, the response of them are fantastic. They are a little bit, to me, a little too sensitive when it comes to like that button, because I could barely graze like my parry button sometimes, and it did kind of mess me up in some of my combos. And that was definitely something I had to get used to, where I had to have my finger placement in a certain way. Of course, we got the PSC, which I use it on my PC, but we got, you know, R3, L3, we got functions, we got the share button, PlayStation home button, and it does work on PS4, PS5, and PC. Lock for when you're in a tournament. You can shift between different profiles in this stick, and honestly, this is the first time I've owned a HORI, because I've never really particularly liked some of their other sticks. I didn't think they were that great. So this is the first time I'm really owning like a HORI fight stick at all, and I'm actually more impressed with this one, even though this is they've basically redone this stick at least 2 times. The original HORI Fighting Alpha, then they came out with the Street Fighter version of this same stick, with the only difference is it has the purple side with Street Fighter 6 on it, and it has Luke and Jamie. This one says Tekken 8, it has Jin and Kazuya, and it has Tekken 8 down the side. That's the only real thing they've done to really change up the look of the stick, because honestly, if you found the original ones, you could actually get them at a way cheaper price, and it's pretty much the exact same fight stick. There's no real upgrades or anything they did different. They just basically, we put new panels on the sides. That's it. We put Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6 panels on the side. That was basically it. And as for taking this to tournaments, I could definitely see a lot of people bringing these to tournaments if they're into HORI, because like I said, dude, this thing is crazy light. Like, when I first took it out the box, that was the first thing I recognized when I picked it up. Like man, this thing is stupid light. I could definitely see like putting this and taking it to a tournament and not really having to worry about carrying it on my back and the weight, because I do have other fight sticks. And let me just get those. Here's my Victrix, which I tweaked out for Tekken. Hold up, let me turn this back on. But I tweaked it out for Tekken, and this is way heavier. I've had this on my back at tournaments, and it does start to weigh you down. I can still one-hand it, but it's heavy. Its tail is definitely heavy on this side. All right, then we got my Nikon Deja. This one it feels a little bit more heavy than the Victrix, but definitely in comparison to this one, it's like it's night and day. Like, still a good fight stick, but it is definitely a bit heavy. And my more recent stick, guys, if you know, my Quamba Obsidian 2, just got this when I went to CEO last year, or this year, excuse me. And in comparison, I don't have the handles on it like I want, but this one is definitely heavy. I haven't had to take it to a tournament really too much because it doesn't really fit in my bag. I'm actually going to have to buy another bag if I want to take this with me. But it's definitely not, it's nowhere near as light as the HORI fight stick is. But yeah, guys, that's my review of the HORI Alpha Tekken 8 edition. And you guys let me know what y'all think down in the comments. If you got one, let me know of how you think about it. I'm still debating on whether or not I'm gonna change the buttons. I might leave the Hayabusa buttons in and play with these for a while, because like I said, I usually have pretty much switched almost all my sticks to the Quamba gravity buttons, but I'm still debating if I'm going to do that or not with this one. But that's my review of the HORI Alpha. You guys let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all guys later. Peace. I'm out.